Greetings everybody and welcome to another episode of Cleaning the Commonwealth, or Reclaiming the Commonwealth. Now it appears we have an issue with the Sanctuary settlement, which is going to need a little bit more work. As you can see, the textures are very glitchy when looking at my new building. I'm assuming this is probably because I'm overloading the settlement with textures. Probably because of the way that modular homes works, that it's so many items in one that it causes these massive graphic tears like this, which is very unfortunate because I really like the mod, but I feel as though I may have to tear down this entire building or limit how high it is. I wanted that to go up to 6 stories, but I may only have to go up to 2 now. And find a way to reduce its CPU usage because this is not workable. I know it's this building because if I walk back it fixes the textures and then it stops happening. But as soon as I walk into the building it will start doing it again, so it's something to do with this building here. But that is besides the point for this episode. That is for me to fix off camera. Which is a shame because I put an awful lot of bloody work into it. I was going to say, it's not even loading some of these corners. I say I may have to tear it down and build the apartment another way, which I will be very unhappy about, but we'll see what happens. But we are going to do something different today. And that is building the castle. Now, Sturges, I saw you a few moments ago. Where are you? Oh, Sturges. Where the hell is Sturges gone? Oh, God. Bad textures. That's Mama Murphy. There you go, there's Sturges. You cannot assign Sturges to a supply line. Now that does surprise me. That does surprise me. What does Marcy do every day? She just sweeps her house. I want to keep the Vault-Tec rep here because he's a very good merchant. I want you to travel to the castle. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so the castle, supply line. Yeah, there's a line right to the castle. That's where we're going to build. I am actually very disappointed about that apartment, but what can we do? I do think it's something to do with the modular homes expansion. Not that it creates a problem, but I think because it's so many individual little parts that it's trying to load way too much, and that's causing the issues of all the textures. So as I say, I may have to tear it down and start from scratch. What do you know? Lord Hagen Beach is under attack. Alright, we'll go there first. Beautiful, isn't it? One thing we did lose was Doc Weathers. We lost him. He got killed in an attack on the slog.
Huh?
Right, how big of an attack are we talking?
There.
That's a big attack.
Is it over?
Oh. Salmon patrols. Oh, that was a setting from my SKK. Yeah, of course it is. Well, it certainly helps me defend, so I might as well leave them.
Excuse me.
Thanks for your help fighting them off.
I was glad to help out.
I can't argue with your timing. Who knows what would have happened to us if you hadn't been here. Anyway, we appreciate the help.
Thank you. Okay, back to what I was doing. Back to the castle. It's time to make them happy. And time to make this place into an actual home. Hello, Ronnie.
You need something, General?
Probably some more ammo after the last couple of fights I've been in. Right, let's go and sleep. First off, to get us into daylight. Beautiful. So we have some fresh daylight and plenty of time. Let's get this place sorted. Now we're going to start on this wing of the castle.
This is Radio Freedom.
Get some things
broadcasting
sorted
all
out.
day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
Homemaker has an amazing set of generators. So let's get one of these down first. Ooh, we can build a full-size industrial one. Nice. The fucking size of that though. Steel, lovely. Now I've already cleared a lot of the debris. What's going on over there? That looks like a Minuteman. Oh no. Nothing. Now that was a legendary raider, I think. I don't know what the hell is happening to that car, but it looks funny. He is very resilient. That can't be a Minuteman because he's wearing a Raider's helmet. There you go. Now, one thing I can do is build the castle walls here. Let's do that first. So I want the one with the dirt on it. God, that looks really weird.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
I forget how to use these markers. Let me store that for a moment. There you go, that's one wall set up. Right, so it's just this one. Oh, there you go. That's how to do it. Now, I hear that this is not nav meshed, so unfortunately you can't get people to walk through it. Nice lighting glitch. Yes, you can't get people to walk through it because it's not nav meshed, but that doesn't matter. What does matter is we now have castle walls, which makes us a hell of a lot more secure than we were before.
Minutemen. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
So let's have a wander through it and
11
clear
a.m.
up
here
the
at
rubbish.
Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there.
Damaged stone can go, all this debris, carts and crap. Oh, well, I reckon I can put a generator in one of these big corner rooms. Because I don't think there's anywhere else I'd be able to stash that without some serious manipulation. It's like a meeting room. I mean, this takes a conduit all the way into here. I reckon I could do it.
Radio Freedom.
Let's clear up this
Broadcasting
crap
all
here.
day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Here's limited orders.
Stains, yeah, soap. Store that in the workshop. Yeah, remove the stains. That's not what we're about anymore. Yeah, beer bottles, nice. Yeah, I reckon this can be a nice generator housing for us. No more stains. Cooking stove, we don't need that. I'll get another stove some other time. Pipes, these can all go. Sinks, they can go as well. This is where we put in the generator. Still enormous though. That'll do. Budget over a little bit. Yeah, I'd say that's about even, which is good. Now, conduits. This... I'll leave the pipe in because it gives the place some character. So, connectors and switches is what we want. So I want a strong wireless, and I'm going to put it through the wall using the place everywhere. So I'll place it in the middle of nowhere and connect it, like so. Then connect the wire to this one, then place it on the other side. Go. So it's now in the wall, and that now provides power to the entire setup, which is exactly what I want. We've got the water going, we've got all of this set up. These brick walls don't really need to be here either. That's our power problems sorted. The castle is now active again. And we like that. That's what we want. Now it's time to put in some luxuries. I wondered what the hell he was doing for a moment there. Okay, so the first room I'm going to tackle is this one. There's a missile there. Debris.
This is Radio Freedom.
Oh yes, as well.
Nothing to report.
Now we have some power.
Stay safe out there, everyone.
I'm trying to think of the most efficient way I could connect to this. Because it has to be connected with a direct wire connection. I'll think about it later. Now's not the time to worry about it. But we're going to set up our beacon. That's it. So we'll start getting some more people in, which is great.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned
I
here
reckon
for
this will make
updates.
a good little bedroom to start off with. Now those conduits might get in the way, but we'll figure out a way around them. So some decorations. Interior. I think doors are way too formal for this, or way too normal. So let's put some curtains in. Shrink them down a little bit, because they don't need to be quite as grandiose. Like so. That was 70, so 1, 2, 3, scale that down to 70. Okay, good, they're not poking through. I reckon that's a good little entrance. Oh, 2 new settlers already. Lovely. They must really want to come here. They're going to be Minutemen soon anyway. I don't stand for laziness. One, two, three. Not poking through. Good. So this is the first quarters that we're going to have. Go back to the regular section for that. So beds. This is going to be quarters for 2 people. And 2. Yes, I understand we're still short by a small margin, but we'll sort it.
Good afternoon. You're tuned to Radio Freedom, broadcasting across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
Perfect. Now, I'm thinking they're going to have quite a fair bit of... I'm going to do pre-war because it's a very smart settlement. So let's do a cabinet here. Wrong way round, my friend. That way. Can we do a nice U shape on this? I wonder why that's doing. It's doing that. Must be the texture off the stone doing it. There we go, just move it forward a little bit. I can always put something there to cover it up. reckon that looks pretty good. And of course, the mandatory is absolutely mandatory in here. Minuteman flag.
Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
You cannot go without Minuteman flag. We're very proud of what we do around here. So, furniture. Of course, we want a television. Not that kind of television, that looks awful. We want a nicely restored television. Doesn't quite matter if it clips through the wall. It's the fact that they have a television which matters. Now some clutter. I reckon they're going to have mostly ammo. Why is this not costing me? Ah yes, the DIY half, that's why. So I'm going to put in some very small pieces of ammo here, like so. Just a mix of everything that the Minutemen have to hand, which is not a problem at all. That's what they'll leave for just now. We'll leave that as it is. I'm going to put their furniture.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth.
I want each of these Minutemen to have their own personalities to their property. So
this is Radio Freedom. All quiet, which is how we like it.
Table.
Stay safe out there.
This person will have a slightly different end table. I reckon the half table looks a little better. They'll also need some containers to keep their stuff. A footlocker, because this is after all the army for the wasteland. Suitcase, at least for this gentleman. I'm just going to offset that slightly. Toolbox. Now this Minuteman on the left is going to be a very handy Minuteman. I think this one on the left is going to be well experienced. The one on the right, whoever ends up being there, is going to be a strong soldier, but I want him to give the impression that he's quite disorganised. Give a little bit of friction.
Keep it tuned here for updates.
So, shadeless lamp. You can have a full lamp for your night time. Take out the central bulb because I want to add a little bit more different types of light sources. Lamp over the TV, that looks good. I also want a display rack in the corner here. I think that will look really good. So there's some decorations. Too bad I put all my clothing displays back home. That's too long for me. These weapon racks are way too big, I think, for what they are. Far too big. But I can always lay them down another way anyway. Now the issue with this room is the floor texture here clips into it
This is Radio Freedom,
shouldn't be too much of a
broadcasting
problem.
all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
I think I'll get a better rug out of the homemaker selection. Much better. Or I could avoid that altogether and just place a kind of runner here. Just tuck that against the shelf, just out of the way. Yeah, I reckon that's nicely placed. Yes, crafting stands that I really want here. Not so much a crafting stand,
Nothing to
but
report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
it's the OC dispenser, wherever that is. That's the one, OC dispenser. I'll place that outside. Excellent. Bingo. Hello, and welcome.
Hey there.
Hey, Scava. Let's trade.
Let's see what you got.
As you can see, my armor looks a little bit stronger now, which I love. Not going to put a backpack on, but let's put obviously the gloves, goggles, a helmet. My one and a uniform. Let's put that on the display dummy in the other room. And I can start working on some weapons. I've been stockpiling some weapons in this chest here, so I can actually lay some of these out. Actually, I'm not going to bother with that at the moment. Let's put these on here. I named all of my stuff for my character so that I don't miss it. All of these now have Purty on them, and the 2 legendary modifications thing that I've put on this as well has got Sharp and Purty, so they give me 3 charisma for each piece. I've only done 1 piece so far, so still got some work to do. Now, does that not look badass as you come through the door? I do really like that. I think that looks really good as you come in. I mean, it looks grandiose. It looks just the right amount of luxury and regimental, I think. These guys with their mismatched uniforms. Looks terrible. Okay, let's therefore stock up on some more Minutemen stuff.
Best scrap in the Commonwealth right here.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Right, so if they're going to be high rank, I want them to be an officer. The officers will carry the radio communicators. And we're going to buy some scarves. Do I want side hats? Not really. Do want a few uniforms though, just in case. Well, I'm going to need a few anyway because I get new settlers all the time. Maybe a hood or 2 will be fine. Definitely a few helmets. Pairs of goggles. Let's buy some gloves. Yeah, we'll take a few backpacks as well. That's 1,800 caps. I feel sick already. Don't even know if I have an armor stand over here. Okay, what are you? You're just a Minuteman. You're a pyro. Wait, you look awfully like Preston. Preston would be upset. You look almost like his twin brother.
Can we trade a few things?
Take that fucking gas mask off. You cannot do a radio broadcast with a fucking gas mask on. Apparel. Let's give you a pair of gloves, because that's standard dress.
This is Radio Freedom. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
And you can have a helmet.
I think we're really starting to make a difference.
You would be, now that you can actually speak without muffling yourself behind a gas mask. Fuck knows how you sounded that well before. So you're just a pyro, you're just a regular Minuteman. What about you? You're just a Minuteman. You're just a Minuteman. So this pyro is the only one with a suffix. Fair enough. This is really what I'm dealing with here. Fair enough. Right, let's even out the dress code around here.
I just need to trade gear with you.
Sure thing.
Right, that combat armor can come off, because you're not out in the field. No gas mask. Armor comes off. I'll make you the officer. You kind of look like you know what you're doing, so... And you've got a radio backpack already. And he's got a very nice mustache, so... Oh, and a beard. So yeah, you can be the officer. He appears to be missing a scarf. That looks good. That does look like an officer. Cool. But you, your bed is going to be this one.
This is Radio Freedom. It's 5 p.m. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
There's the one problem with the free rotation. Doing the global axis rotate doesn't seem to do much either. Get it to snap to the ground, but that's fine. I'll just use free placement. Switch it back to personal access. There we go, relative to player. That'll do. That looks like it's just leaning against that corner, which is what I want. weapons I'm issuing out as standard is the RU-556, because it is actually a badass gun. I mean, I fought the G36, but this is just powerful. It feels nice, it's pretty beastly. It just destroys things, so we're going to go with that.
I just want to trade a few things.
Of course.
And you look like a fucking idiot as well, so... And you're using a pipe rifle. What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you really a Minuteman? Yeah, take the hat and goggles off. You've already got the uniform, so I'll let you off on that one. There you go, you need a scarf. I was hoping it wouldn't be a scarf up, but hey-ho. You also need a helmet. Yeah, that's fine, you can wear your goggles on your helmet, that's not a problem. But you need some gloves. Now, you practically work here at home, but I'll give you a backpack as well. Yeah, you've got an engineer's kit, that's good.
Broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet,
Much better.
which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
Now you look like you're kind of
This
dressed
is
for the
Radio
occasion,
Freedom,
so I'll
voice of
let
the
you off.
Minutemen.
Wearing a scarf,
It's 6 o'clock.
missing your gloves.
All's quiet across the
Get my
Commonwealth.
letter off.
Stay safe out there.
Is this bed assigned? Yes, it is. I don't know to who, but I will assign it to somebody. What about this Minuteman I just spotted? Mr. Engineer over here. Yeah, screw it. They can both be fairly disciplined.
Got it.
So they got a bed so far deep into the castle. I would already imagine myself living in this room, so that's the thing. Let's put a couple of paintings up. Now this is the castle, so it's going to be... What's wrong with that painting, but... Cats. That looks good, that wall. Couple of good paintings.
It's getting dark out there, people. Stay safe.
And now we're going to add a little bit of flavour with our OC decorator.
Minutemen alerts.
Now, Mr. Officer over here, what would an officer carry? Well, maybe he's been recording his logs, so he's going to have quite a fair few generic holotapes, I'd say. He's keeping a diary of his day-to-day activities. Definitely going to have a lighter. Cat stash? I don't think so.
This is Radio Freedom.
Yeah, he's been documenting his thoughts. I can also
Nothing to
accompany
report.
that with some office
Stay safe,
goodies.
people.
So, put down a pen. Yeah, so he's obviously writing before he goes to bed, which is a fair thing to do. Probably a fairly astute reader, knowing this gentleman. So I'll place a couple of books there. Now everybody needs to read public occurrences, so I'd say a newspaper in here is a good sign. Could put that by the TV, maybe on one of the shelves. Not that it aligns very well. Put it here instead. Oops.
7 p.m.
There we
here
go.
at Radio Freedom. All quiet.
An officer.
How we like it.
He would
Stay
more than
safe out
likely be a smoker, so put a dirty ashtray there. Carton? No, definitely a packet of cigarettes though. You can use a preserved cigarette packet. does he leave his cigarette ashes all over the place? Hell no, he doesn't. He's an officer. He keeps his quarters nice and tidy. What else can he have in here? That's a recreation activity. That's going to be somewhere else. Homemaker will probably have some ideas. Oh, I wonder what the hell that was for a moment. Doesn't need any electronics, not at all.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth.
Clock.
Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
Wherever a room needs a clock, so that can go up there. Okay, it is a smashed clock, but hey, they all are. Now, the problem with the coat rack is it's not solid, so it falls over if someone walks into it. So I reckon here will do good. Out of the way of people walking straight into it. Desk lamp. No, thank you. Those boxes look awful. For your clothes, of course, you will stay nice and tidy
You're
there.
tuned to Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
Radiator. So isn't there not some potted plants I can put down? I'm sure there's potted plants. An ammo box. Every motherfucker in this place is going to have an ammo box.
It's 8 o'clock. You're listening to Radio Freedom, the voice of the Minutemen.
Duffel bag with
All
guns?
quiet across the Commonwealth.
Maybe.
Stay safe out there.
I'm thinking lockers, but the lockers would have to be in another part of the castle for changing in and out of duty. I think a safe would be out of the question, but we are running out of space in this quarters. Not every Minuteman can be afforded the luxury of space, you know. Mailbox. Don't know what this guy's doing, but he seems to be perfectly content just hanging around. I think this looks very nice. But we definitely need some more guns. More guns. What would he carry? I would say a G36. See, these are all the weapons I've been stealing off of people over there. The Stechkin by looks pretty good. Now the service rifle, that wouldn't be a bad choice. Let's put Stechkin APS and the tactical service rifle. Converts it back to the standard carbine, but doesn't matter too much. Would it be good over here?
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report.
If I can get it
Stay
to
safe
lay
out there,
flat.
everyone.
No, I'm thinking propped up against this wall looks quite a bit nicer. Like that. Yeah, you know what, I quite like that. Though, not quite the angle I would like it. It's clipping through ever so slightly. That's even worse. What the hell was I doing? There we go, that's not clipping at all. Yep, I think that looks good. The blurring effect will go away, I know that. And the Stechkin APS. I thought that looked really weird for a moment. No, don't put on the radiator, he ain't no son of a bitch. That's assuming he's left-handed, because he'll obviously get up and his left hand will take it at that point. So we've got a left-handed officer.
Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
So what we've done is we have an officer who is very apt with his holotapes. He likes to keep a log. He's a smoker with a radio communicator. He keeps his space in working order, and he is an apt reader. That's what we have here. This looks like almost like a new recruit, but that is obviously not the case. This person is going to be quite a bit handier, so back to the good old OC decorator. Workshop. I'm thinking if I can pull this off. Metal bucket. Can I get some tools and put them in the bucket? No, it doesn't look like I can. I've got one of those, data flight recorder. It's amazing the kind of stuff I've picked up on my journeys. Chemicals are this guy's forte. Components, that's a bit more like it. It's not going to have bone. Screw off. There we go. Things like the adjustable wrench. Maybe he was fixing something and just couldn't be bothered to put it back in his toolbox. He decided to leave over here, much to the dismay of his senior officer. So
This
I'm
is
going to
Radio
blowtorch
Freedom,
because it's too
voice
big
of
to
the
fit in a
Minutemen.
container.
It's just past 10 p.m. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
Magnifying glass. And the little masonry hammer to go next to it. So you can see a bit of an artisan. Store that on top of the bucket. And so he's dropped one of it. Dropped, but he couldn't be bothered to put one of his tools away. Chemicals, components. There's not enough space on top of that to do it. Springs though, staggered a little bit. Yep. So he's got a stitch kit on his desk. He's got some tools and stuff that he can be bothered to put away. Do I have an alarm clock in my personal effects? Does the alarm clock come under this?
You're tuned to Radio
Yes, it
Freedom,
does.
voice of the Minutemen. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here.
I knew there was a
Minutemen
reason I
always.
stacked all this stuff in my workbench. I think some fresh sheets under the bed. Is this where the comfy pillow is? Because I want to make sure I put these down. Yes. Yes, it is. One comfy pillow. Two comfy pillows. Ah, I wish the beds came with pillows because they look kind of just sad without them. So many flower pots. I've never understood why there's so many, but hey ho.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth.
Every person's got bobby
Nothing to
pins.
report. Stay safe, people.
Need to worry about toiletries. Yes. Well, that can be there. Nobody knows who that is, but they just kind of collected it in one of their travels and just never bothered to put it together. Makes perfect sense. It's a replica of a bobblehead. Still need to put some stuff on the shelf, but I'll do that in my own time. And as a cheeky sod, he likes to play video games. When his officer's back is turned, of course, so he's got one hidden away. So yeah, it looks a fair bit less organised than his counterpart over here. But I reckon that's a really good little quarter setup here.
Hey, I just wanted to introduce myself. Anyway, I just wanted to say thanks for the
7 p.m. out
opportunity.
here.
Any place you want me to pitch in?
Not right now. Thanks.
All right. Just let me know.
What, you stood there all that time to talk to me about? You're serious? You literally stood there all that time just to say hi? Don't tell me he gets stuck on the curtains. Let's sleep till morning. Yeah, I really like how this has turned out. I mean, it looks tidy,
Radio
but
Freedom, voice of
lived
the
in.
Minutemen. Nothing to report at the moment.
Colonial.
Stay tuned for updates.
Nice. I forgot there was another room back here. Now let's get some jobs for people to do, because we're not going to grow the settlement without jobs. So, crafting. I think it's crafting. Or is it resources? Yeah, it's resources. Yes, I'm reckon we can have a utility area somewhere back here. In one of these rooms. We have a first aid station here, but is it really necessary? We already have an armory, but the armory is where you store things, not where you make things. So it could be. It's amazing how messy this castle is. I think I can get rid of that now. The quest is well and truly over. Lovely. Let's clear the armory out first. How much carry space have I got? Plenty. Fat man. Now I cannot take this shelf down. This box spawns all of the smoke grenades that we need.
It's 8 a.m. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
These conduits are not connected
This
to
is
anything.
Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth.
I have a small problem
Nothing
with
to
this.
report. Stay safe, people.
Okay, let's connect this up. We're going to need some conduits connectors. Strong wireless. That's good. Yeah, that's not going to cause any issues. I think we should just make a nice ring around this castle here. Like so. They are all strong wireless. It should be fine to go through the ceiling like that.
9 a.m. here at Radio
Yeah,
Freedom.
that's fine.
Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates. This is Radio Freedom.
There we go. We have a nice lit up area now.
Nothing to report at the moment.
Looks
Stay
good.
tuned for updates.
So I reckon in here we could make a small building almost. So do we have any busy stations here? No, the busy stations will be our resources, of course they will be. Do we have any nicer looking stations though? Snap and build configurator, okay. There we go, busy workstation. Produces some happiness, which is what we want. We want nice, happy settlers. You are not assigned to anything. Come with me, you now have a job.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen orders.
Yeah, I want another one. You're the officer, so you're in command over here. You've got a job. Come with me. Perfect. Now in the homemaker set, should have some really nice furniture. Is it under fixtures? No, it's not. It's under surfaces. Still getting used to all this, I swear.
Radio Freedom. It's Eddie.
There we go. Can't even tell.
Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
And even if that has to poke through just a little bit, doesn't matter too much. Hey, where do you think you're going? Just because I moved the bench doesn't mean you're exempt from work duties. You get your ass over here and you get working. Cheeky sod. Yep, I am going to put one in here as well. I'm going to tuck it right back into the wall.
This is Radio Freedom.
So,
Broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth.
you can barely even tell it's
Nothing to
there.
report. Stay safe, people.
That's it. You can get your ass back there and you can fucking sort it. And you set to work making a pipe gun. Oh, there really is no hope for you, is there? Flipping hell. What is my life? Just for now, let's put down a temporary bed. Or two, just for now. Defense is kind of low, but that's okay.
This is Radio Freedom. Broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
Much better. You guys are really getting the hang of this work thing now. I like it. Let's put some ammo and guns out because that's exactly what they're doing, making additional weapons. The weapons they'll be making are G36s, snipers. You know what? I think these SA-80s will make a good set. I do plan to arm some people with their SA-80s. That looks pretty good actually. Yep, that's good. That's one SA-80. That looks a little bit too far down for my liking. Better. So let's not put them all in exactly the same rotation.
AM here at Radio Freedom, the voice of the Minutemen. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
That's how we want it. There we go. Nope, don't want to rotate them that way. That's the way to do it.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom.
Brilliant, so that's 3 SA80s we've got there.
Nothing to report at the
Looks
moment.
really good.
Stay tuned for updates.
Now I want to put down some ammo. That's it. These fire 5.56s, so let's put a little stack of them back here. Brilliant. Can I put some individual bullets out? I'm sure I can, yes. Let's lay out a few of those. Beautiful.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom.
So
the
that
voice
actually looks
of
like
the
a pretty
Minutemen.
cool device.
It's 12 noon. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
Yeah, that looks cool. Now from that homemaker, I did see was it in the fixtures? No, it was in surfaces. Count as a cabinet. I don't really think that works, though, to be honest. I'd like to think it does, but it just doesn't. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. Yeah, kitchen though. Just stick to it as it is. But we still want a Minuteman flag. I get the feeling there's a better Minuteman flag. In here somewhere. was it Gruffy's? I think it was Gruffy's actually. Under his factions, I'd like to say.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all
New
day, all
Commonwealth,
across
that's
the
the one.
Commonwealth. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out
Let's
there.
put New Commonwealth. Naturally, the Minutemen Armory. Good stuff. This place is coming together. Make a plane. And this gives me a good sign of which ones I have and haven't got. Spectacle. Oh yeah, and still need to go Spectacle Island. Yes, we have the castle. Just love the castle. Good stuff. I'm going to put a few floor mats in here and some health and safety signs off camera, but I think this is all we have time for at the moment. I can take this button now, it's kind of redundant. But this is all we have time for at the moment, so I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I'll see you in the next episode. We'll probably
It's
continue
1 p.m.
building here
This is Radio
while
Freedom,
I figure
voice
out a
of
way
the
to
Minutemen.
make Sanctuary
All's
not
quiet across the Commonwealth.
absolutely
Stay
ridiculous.
safe out there.
But yeah, until then, I will see you next time. Have a good one, and peace out.